Welcome everyone to Freelancer Discovery, and I've already mentioned what happened in my Discord channel and different Freelancer Discovery channels, as well as in the Black Echelon channel. There was a tragic accident that happened to one of our closest friends that used to lead the SCRA, which is a faction in Freelancer Discovery, a serious coalition it's called, and he's called Tabris. Maybe some of you guys know it. 2017 is like at the end of 2017 is when it happened, I guess. We mentioned to contact his brother, and he mentioned that a moose was running over the street, I guess, and they had a car accident where he had serious head injuries. So I'm just saying, rest in peace, Tabris. You will be missed. I myself won't have like a lot to say in this video right now, or maybe just I'm gonna have the old SCRA Wets back in voice, hopefully, and many more people where we will talk about memories and stuff about him to honor him. And as I may have shown already, we logged into Omega 52 and to mourn him, and did a small ceremony, so to say. Yeah, Tabris used to be a really good friend of mine. The reason, and I know some of you guys might go like, hey, Snake, like you don't know him in real life or whatever, and or all we have was whatever. The thing is just what pisses me off, so to say, is and why it's just I kind of left off with a real shitty way, so to say. You guys already know about my I got permabanned for cheating back in the day, like 2 years ago or something, and it kind of impacted some SCRA ships and stuff. And I guess he may have been disappointed as a friend in me. That's why I'm kind of furious. Like, I had to leave him like this, like, and then this happens, Yeah, well, thank you guys for listening in and showing up, especially those people that showed up on Omega 52. Thanks a lot to all of you. And yeah, I guess watch the rest of the video. I hate to do this. I was thinking a lot to should I make a video, should I even show myself and stuff, but at this point, it doesn't really matter, because it feels, to some of you it might feel a bit wrong, but that's the only platform I have, right, is my channel, and as a friend, it's kind of my duty to do something at least, and all I can do is present him with this platform, and yeah. Here we are. It's Tuesday, and I tried to record myself, as you saw at the beginning of the video, probably on Sunday when the incident occurred. I mean, when we got like infos about what happened to Tabris. Tabris, I don't know what age he was. I think it was something between 28 and 30. Had a car accident 2 years ago, 2017, and that happened when he announced on the 11th November that he will be going to Edmonton to celebrate his brother's birthday, and we got news from his brother that he died on a car accident. A moose was running across the street and he ended up with serious head injuries. And since then we haven't heard anything from him. Like, I mean, from that day on, because we didn't know what happened. We thought he was still gone, and some were speculating that he just wanted a break from Discovery, right? This freelancer Discovery, and so nobody somehow bothered to contact him, I think, after that. Or maybe some did, and when they didn't get an answer, I guess. Totally possible. So I don't know. But I wanted to take my time to make this video. I already announced it on Discovery and my channel, etc. Other Discovery servers like a week ago or something. Like I said at the beginning of the video, that's the only platform I have. I can do something for a friend of mine, and I just think it's my duty to bid him a farewell, so to say, a video in the name of many of us, like many of the Discovery members that knew him. Which, by the way, I'll thank you all for your comments on the thread and your responses, etc. Now I want you all to know one thing, which is, I guess some of you have been thinking, oh, Snake, like why you, right? Why are you doing this, etc. The thing is, guys, most of you probably didn't disappoint Tabris or anything. You left him with a good impression of yourselves. I, on the other hand, as many of you know, got banned for cheating 2 years ago, and that resulted into the removal of some SCRA shared ships, and it had a impact on Tabris, because obviously he was disappointed, right? He was like, I trusted you and you're doing this. So that's why this fucking struck me so hard, because I was expecting to see him again in Star Citizen and maybe tell him about what's going on. Like, you know, we got Volgograd Industrial Official, you know, that was kind of our goal. Because the thing is, if you want to know my relationship with Tabris, it's I've mentioned that he was always a voice of reason back in the old SCRA days, but there was one small, like there was one era, or like one, I don't know how it's called, but which changed the relationship with Tabris drastically, and that was when we merged SCC, the Coalition Commissariat, and the SCRA together again. As he said, he was about to disband SCRA, and he was like, you know what, hey Snake, I trust you, let's give it another shot. And I said, dude, I trust you, I believe in you, let's do this, right? So we gave everything, right? We gave everything to expand the Coalition SCRA as much as possible. And that's why I'm saying, except JD, I only had Tabris left from the old SCRA that actually worked with me on the faction itself for years, over years. And hey man, we accomplished a lot. Like, who would have thought that we would get a base outside Omega 52, right? Let alone a carrier and then a battle cruiser and all. And yeah, all the role plays, all the plans. So I tried to contact him. I did apologize, and yes, we did have a conversation, and kind of we talked about that, you know, cheating stuff, and I think it went well at the end. Like, he and I got along again, but it was like so short before that incident happened. I just wish I could confirm it, right, at some point. Talking with him more, and maybe Star Citizen, Black Echelon, which AFOL is leading, and AFOL, another SCRA member. By the way, huge thanks to AFOL for notifying us. He was actually the one that saw that status on Steam, which I'm getting back on. Like, how did we actually figure out? What was AFOL PMing me about? Hey, dude, I saw this status saying, I'm missing you, little brother. I wish it was me or something. And we were like, what the hell, right? For a whole day, we were just looking around, like, what happened on this day at Edmonton 2017? Do we have any connections? I made that thread on Discovery Freelancer until his brother finally added AFOL and told him what's going on. So on November 11th, actually November 10th, because the time zones were different, so it was the November 10th when he wrote that, but on my time zone showed 11th. Yeah, that car accident happened. So my deepest condolences to his family. I just want you to know your son or your brother was a great man. He made us laugh so often in the past, and I know to some people, in-game relationships or whatever, friends on the internet seems a bit I know many of you have different views about having friends on the internet, but you gotta accept, there's a fact that behind that PC there's actually an actual person, and so whatever you say affects someone with their feelings or whatever. So Tabris was really great, a really great guy. He used to laugh a lot on voice chat, and I'm sure many of the ex-SGRA members have more to say because they have been with him longer than me. So imagine, I've been with him like 6-7 years or so in SGRA and all, and they know him before that. So when I heard that 2017 was his last post on Discovery, I instantly checked his YouTube account, and the last video was on 20th October 2017.
I do not scream like a gal. How dare you? There's gotta be something in here. There's gotta be something in here. I'm probably just too big of a douche to find it.
So in case people are still thinking this is a misunderstanding or something, the dots are just, too close to each other. That's the problem. And
Hello everybody, my name is Tempest and welcome back to Amnesia, the Dark Descent. We're going to be continuing off where we left off last time. And we're going to our favorite loading screen. Ah yes, you just want to wake up to that in the morning, don't you?
as Manny said, Tabris is the coalition, because he put so much work into that. So I would definitely give all credits him to see where the coalition is right now in the Discovery Freelance. We were just talking about him like 3 months ago or something, when I did the coalition, the Legacy of Coalition video.
Sure. That was the coalition of the old. The new coalition is taking a different direction, but as an economic minister, that doesn't mean I can't help everybody out and kind of preserve that alliance that we once formed many years ago under Premier Ben Warren.
True. Premier Ben Warren. Rest in peace, buddy. We talked about Tempest. Cause we were like, hey man, we have all these ideas for Volgograd Industrial and all. And because the reason we have these ideas was Tabris, right? We referenced him a lot. We were like, I even said at some rest in peace, Premier Ben Warner, right? Because his ideas was that thing that got us motivated to do what we did, like today, with the faction and all. to hang on to it, to expand. And because he was always so open to discuss with us things and whatever ideas we had, he was really open to those ideas. Yeah, let's do that, let's do this. I'm 100% behind you guys, etc. Was what got us VI officials, I would say. I think that spirit, because I expected, like I said, I hoped to see him again and say, hey, Tabris, man, I know I did that shit 2 years ago, but hey, look, Volgograd Industrial, the thing we planned, it's finally there, it's finally in the game. Hey man, like, I don't know what I'm trying. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore at this point. It's just, I can't find words. It's I guess, rest in peace, Tabris, wherever you are right now. Rest, comrade. As for the remaining bits of the video, I'll play a couple of the other folks that sent their recordings and farewell wishes. So,
Tabris, my friend, you will always be with us in our hearts and minds, even if you cannot be here physically or virtually, over Discord or in the game, or the forums. Well, you were a dedicated man to your causes in both real life and in gaming life, and for that you will always be remembered.
Tabris, I wish you all well. You will always be remembered.
We never had the opportunity to meet, and likely never knew what the other looked like. It is unfortunately the sort of relationship many of us share, yet in many respects it is more authentic than the allegedly real friendships beyond the glowing screen. I would like to think that Tabs counted me at least among favorable acquaintances, always humorous and fair in all dealings. He will be missed. Panzer.
I suppose the best I can say about Tabris is that he wasn't cynical. He would come up with creative ideas that would blow me away. I just couldn't have possibly thought of them. And I consider myself relatively creative. Tabris was much, much better than me. Many of his ideas I'm still following along and still continuing because he invented them, because he created something that was so good, so worthy of participating in. You just had to be drawn into it. It's wonderful, really, because it means that many of the stories he created are still very much alive today. And I think that's something we can all cherish about him.
Hey Tabby buddy, it's Afel. Just want to say, dude, that you're gonna be missed. We had a lot of great times in the past, and always appreciated what you've done for me and how you helped me get into Star Citizen, helped me basically get the organization that I have now. Be thinking of you pretty fondly, man. Take care.
Tabris had an excellent, creative, and collaborative approach towards everything, from playing to moderating to developing. His friendliness and openness to all was notable, even in situations not requiring nor expecting of it. I will always regard his insight most dependable and his levity oft appreciated. I will miss him greatly.